All right. Who am I speaking with right now?
What's up, man? It's Cousin Feek, man. Sick with the Records, live and direct, Nation Central. You know what I'm saying? Vallejo, California, and fresh out the barber shop. What's going on?
Just out here doing this hip hop documentary, The Ways, Truths, and Lives. You know, and just as far as hip hop goes, what you liking about it in present day, 2011?
Well, basically, it's never ending. It's always heading in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? It's came a long way. Late 70s, early 80s, you know. And that shit ain't gonna never die, you know what I'm saying? So every day it's getting reinvented by the youngsters, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And it's good, you know what I mean? Culture, lifestyle, all that type of shit. I'm with it, been with it, everybody I know with it. And that's what
how
you
know what I'm saying? How you involved in it today?
Well, I'm a recording artist, producer, engineer, whatever. You gotta be a jack of all trades nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Because nowadays you got rappers that's making beats, you got producers that's rapping, you know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers, and then you got motherfuckers that's doing that, that's shooting videos and doing, you know what I mean, doing everything. So you gotta do everything. Me, myself, I'm affiliated with Sick with the Records, E40, you know what I'm saying, like that, recording artist. You know what I mean? I got an album out right now called No Gravity, available for free download at livemixtape.com. You know what I mean? I got another one coming out on Halloween called HBT, Hacks Off and Thuggin'. That's gonna be available for download and purchase on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Then I got a Tonight Show with DJ Fresh coming out January 3rd. And then I got some more shit coming after that. So like I said earlier, shit just don't stop. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep rocking. You know what I mean?
All right.
In a minute.
Hey, what's happening, man?
How you doing?
Doing this hip hop documentary. It's called The Ways, Truths, and Lives. And just to get started, who are you right now? I mean, what is your name, or how are you involved in this hip hop lifestyle?
Okay. My name is Leon Bonds. You know, I am a striving artist out here. You know, I go by Leader Snatcher. You know. And snatcher means, you know, significantly networking, always tackling challenges. That's a huge asset to me. You know, I'm a networker socially, and you know, that's what I do. You know, I'm naturally talking to people, and I'm naturally like to try to make people happy, whether it's to make them laugh, make them nod their head, make them dance. You know, that's just me. That's just part of me.
And when did you start to realize that hip hop was what you wanted to do?
Shoot, I think I was real young, probably 4, 5. You know, about the age when you start understanding, when you get your personality and you see the things around you, and just growing up, seeing my big brothers. I'm the baby in the family, so you know I always looked up to see what they was doing or what was going on in school or in my neighborhood, and it kind of just all evolved and made it into me. Into my perception.
Who did you look up to as far as mainstream artists or any kind of artist back in the day, growing up?
Well, growing up back in the day, you know, I used to listen to, you know, I always heard Too Short, you know, I used to like Bone Thugs and Harmony. I can't believe that back in the day. But, you know, I used to listen to all the artists that, you know, that was on the radio. You know, I used to listen to all of them. And I was just as a fan at that time, you know, before I even start trying to rap or anything. East Coast, I was listening to Biggie. You know, I was listening to you know, LL. You know, pretty much everybody who was hot at the time, you know. I didn't buy albums though. That was the thing. I didn't buy CDs. I wasn't going straight to the store to buy them, you know. But I always had it and heard it, you know. I was taking it from my brothers and sisters, you know. But I was listening to a lot of people out that time, you know. Can't just pinpoint one pure artist per se, for as far as involving hip hop.
And what you envision for yourself as reaching success as an artist, what would you picture yourself living like and achieving as far as success goes? Your goals?
As far as the success thing, you know, I just want to make good music, you know. And as long as I do that and I'm happy with how my music comes out, then I'm cool. I don't want to put a number or a price on my music But of course, I do want to be successful, and as long as I get my recognition and people is loving it, then that's really all I care for. But of course, I do want to be successful and make a living off of it. But as a striving artist, you got to have that inspiration. And you got to have that undenying determination no matter what's going through. You know, I didn't have my own studio. I didn't dealt with shady producers and shady promoters and all that. That all comes with the business. And to me, I think you have to pay your dues to even have a chance. When that opportunity come, you know how to handle that situation. I think anybody that's giving anything without working for it, put a caution sign around it. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing in this world is for free. Nothing lasts forever, you know, and that's what I will say on that.
And what's your upcoming project you got for yourself? Okay. Something to let them know, promote yourself a little bit about what's happening with you.
Okay, yeah, I know y'all been waiting, you know what I'm saying? I hit the streets with, you know, Welcome to Oblivion. That was my first solo project, you know. Right now I've been working on a new project called The Ripple Effect, and I'm working real hard on it. And you know, soon, it's coming soon. I say January, y'all gonna be seeing Snatcher coming with a lot of new stuff. I got a bunch of new material. It's just all about getting the timing down and getting things mixed down and mastered.
And name an artist and a producer that you would love to work with in the future.
Shoot, I'm down to work with everybody, you know what I'm saying? As long as at the end of the day we come out with something productive, you know, I can go and say Dre. As long as they striving and they got that drive, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what genre of music, I can mess with anybody, you know what I'm saying? From hip hop, we could go. I know the subject is hip hop, but we could go into art. I do an R&B track, I'll do a rock and roll track or a pop record. It's, you know, it's music. You know, music is music until you put words over it. And, you know, I'm very versatile and open to not try to just keep myself limited in one box, you know, per se. But as far as mainstream producers, you know, I mess with, you know, Dre, Swiss Beats, you know, the big hitters out there, Timberland. I would love to mess with Timberland. You know, I think he's very versatile with how he come in and deliver with some of his, you know, his patterns and stuff like that.
And what do you got? And we'll end it on this one. For the young generation coming up, what would you, some advice you would, or words of wisdom you would give to them at a starting point, you know, and getting started with pursuing hip hop?
I would say, you know, if you want this, you got to take it. Ain't nothing that's going to come easy. I've been doing music since I was 12 years old. I'm 27. I feel like I've grown, but I still need to learn more. And this is a fight that has to be undenying to your casket. If it ain't, then you're probably not going to see a lot. You're going to get what you put into it. That's just with like any career, whatever your hustle is. If you don't get up and get out there and make something, you're not going to eat. If you don't get out there and strive and put it in people's faces and make them take you serious, then you ain't going to see the perks and everything that comes along with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be on Jay-Z status to be living great and doing your music and, you know, and living life comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's why I say just keep your fight going no matter what. As long as you keep that fire burning, you know, you're going to be happy. And you're going to be in with the results because you know you put 100% into it.
All right, thank you. We're going to end it on that.
Okay. For sure.
We going? We live? And
What is it?
This is called Hip Hop, The Ways, Truths, and Lives, the documentary. And who am I speaking with right now?
That's Heater Man. Heater Man Productions, you know, known as Jones, a.k.a. Good Riddance, a.k.a. Get 'Em Gone, a.k.a. do whatever the fuck, you know. Watch out for me, you know. We out here in the Bay doing it real thick, you feel me? That's what's up.
And so what do you like about doing this hip-hop?
Man, hip-hop is everything, you know. Started way back with the jazz, man, sounds, and, you know, people enjoying themselves, making them move, you feel me? That's what it's about.
And what about the hip-hop lifestyle is what you enjoy the most?
At this point, you know, some cats taking it out of character, you know. But, you know, it's up to the new people to bring it back, you know. Bring the fun shit back in it, you know. Instead of who you shot and what chain you got, you feel me? Just take it, you know, take it back down to the original.
So back in the day, you produce, right?
Yeah, I produce.
So what is your favorite artists to be sampling from nowadays in 2011 and beyond?
From 1960 all the way up to like 1985. That's it, man. That was like the real foundation of it, you know. They using live sounds, and that was real music, you know. Back then, you didn't hear them, you know, talking about, you know, all the shit they talking about now, you know. It was music you let your little daughter listen to or your little son, you know. Nowadays, you gotta edit all that, you know.
All right, so
you know, that old school shit is where it's at.
And as far as today's artists, who's hot right now for you?
Man, I know the top people I see that still, you know, doing their thing and making it go is, you know, first off, P. Diddy. I mean, I know everybody like, oh, he a little sideline cat, but man, he always in the light, you know. And who else? Ross, he doing it. Jay-Z, he raw. Wayne, you know, he gonna bring it. You know, so I got hella Bay Area cats, Jay Stalin, my boy Willie Joe, Worth Ethics, you know, my boy T-Mass, you know, got hella people coming up, man.
All right. And what's your future project you have in mind about working on? You got anything coming up that we should be looking out for?
Man, right now, man, it's so much to do that, you know, I'm trying to be the jack of all trades with it, you know, so, man, whatever comes to mind, man, I'm bringing it, you know, it's going to be right. That's what's up.
All right, and the last question will be, hip-hop. What do you want people to remember about hip-hop?
I want them to, you know, remember it like they remember the oldies, you know? Something that could travel and, you know, be a lifetime song. You can just throw it on any year, anytime, you know. Just that feel good music, man. That's where it should go, man. And all this, you know, nonsense with it should be extinct, man. Cause you know what I'm saying, the rap game is fading out, man. Like Jay-Z said, the death of auto-tune, it should be the death of all that bullshit too. That's what's up.
All right.